Yes, mate. It's a nice tip.
Rookie mistake. I reset the lock, didn't I? So I just had to pick it again so I can get it out. But yeah, it's not too bad. Right, I've actually got the door open. So what I did, use the old key and bumped it. So I just kept bumping it, and after about 7 or 8 attempts, it actually turned it. So good morning, everybody. I'm on my way to, well, I was on my way to do a lock on a van. So a guy contacted me last week and said that he's bought a Citroen Berlingo, pretty much the same as my van, and it's already come with some security deadlocks from Locks for Vans. So it's obviously it's a second-hand van, but it's got a side load deadlock and one on the rear barn doors now, and obviously one key that's supposed to work both, but the one on the back isn't working. I'm not sure if he said it was working before and it's just stopped working, or if it's never worked. If it's never worked, then obviously I would say that there was probably a different key for it. But he seemed to think that it should. I can't remember if he said it worked before or not. Anyway, what I've done, I've got a new key, I've got a new cylinder coming, got a new cylinder arrived, and and it's to the same key code as the existing. So this new cylinder with another key, it should be the same as the old, so the new key should work both locks. So we're going to go and fit that. We've got to obviously gain entry to the lock as well if we can't get it open. So we're going to go and fit that. But also he's bought 4 of the handle protectors, which are the bolt-on ones. So we're also going to fit them. So he's got one for the passenger's door, one for the driver's door, one for the side door, one for the rear door. So bit of a pain in the backside because you have to take all the door cards off to bolt them in, but we're going to go and fit them as well. But first, I've just had a call from a customer who's managed to, he's got a composite door. The door's shut behind him, keys are on the inside, and he has got a letterbox, thankfully. So I'm probably going to use the Ferret camera and the GJ motor turner and get him in. So let's go and do that first, and then we'll go to the van. See you there.
Yes, mate. It's a nice tech. That is nice. Nice. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Bacon.
I love it when you can feel like James Bond. Right, that's that guy in. So now we're on our way to do these handle guards for this Citroen Berlingo and get this cylinder swapped over. See you there. Right, so now we're at the van. So this is the cylinder that doesn't work. Where's the key there? So it's just not turning, but it does do this side one. That's all working, that's fine. A little bit stiff, but it's working. But it's supposed to do this one as well. And I've given it a spray and all sorts, but it's just not working. So got a new cylinder with a new key. Let's just see. The new key's not working that either. So I wonder if the new key works up there. The new key's working, that one is still not working. Still not working. The old, this one here, unfortunately. So we're going to have to drill this little bad boy open because he just can't use it, he can't open it at all. Alright, actually got the door open, so what I did, use the old key and bumped it. So I just kept bumping it, and after about 7 or 8 attempts, it actually turned it. So I'm still going to change this out. There's obviously a problem with this cylinder, so we're still going to change that. But yeah, saved drilling it. Didn't really want to drill it. I don't like drilling, as you know. But right, let's put this out and get it changed over. All right, there we go. So that's the brand new cylinder fitted. This is the old key. So the old key is working. That's locked, and the new key is unlocked. So that's all working. And then around the side, obviously, we've got, that's the old key that's opened that, and the new key is working out as well. So he's got two keys now, and they're both working, both locks. Right, so these are the armoured plates that go over the handles. To be honest, I'm not going to fit them. There's no fitting instructions, no template or anything. Obviously, they're self-explanatory. There's 4 bolts, but there's no template, and I'm pretty sure they should come with a template. I don't really fancy drilling through someone's van without having some sort of template. But I'm going to contact these. I'm going to contact the company that he got them from, Armour Plate UK, and see if they can send us out some fitting templates. And that was a bit frustrating. In all honesty, I've never fitted those handle guards before, but I'm pretty sure they would be coming with some sort of templates to be able to fit them. I'm sure you just don't offer them up and then mark around, you know, where the bolts are. It just doesn't seem precise enough for me. So I wasn't happy drilling holes into the customer's van without knowing for sure whether they should come with some sort of template to fit them. So I've asked him to, he was fine. I've got the, obviously got the back door locked done. He was fine. And yeah, he's gonna contact the company that he got them from. And I'll pop back at some point next week, although I'm training all next week in the training room, so it'd have to be in an evening next week or next weekend. So, but again, I've spoken to him and he was fine. So. Right, it is Bank Holiday Friday. It was a Bank Holiday Thursday yesterday in the UK, and it's a Bank Holiday Friday for the Queen's Jubilee. It's 9:50 AM. I'm just going to go and have a little chill, I think. Let's see what else comes in. Happy Saturday. I've just been training at Project Spartan in Worthing. Little plug. And the coach, one of the coaches there, Elijah, he's lost the keys to his garage. So he does, he's like part-time coach at Spartan, but he's also a PT, and he works out of his garage. But he's lost the keys. So we're just going to head down there and get the garage open for him and change the lock so that he can actually carry on working. I'll see you there. Right, so here we go. So it's just a Euro cylinder. And so he's lost the keys to this, so we'll get this out and get it changed over. Right, there we go. Got the lock. So cut down key in. Oh man, it's the other way then. Right, so let's do that and we'll get the plug spinner in there. Right, there we go. So we just spun the plug. Let's try again. Let's reset again. Oh, there we go. And the door is open. Right, so now we can get this. We can get that out and get it changed over. Rookie mistake. I reset the lock, didn't I? So I just had to pick it again so I can get it out, but yeah, it's not too bad. Right. So there's the cylinder. So it's a 3010 or 40mm overall. So let's see. Van's a mess again. Look at this. Let's sort this out. So I need a 40mm. Lost you then. I need a 40mm cylinder. 45. What's this one here? 30. 40. There we go. So that should be, let's get it out. Yeah, there you go. That should be the same. Lovely jubbly. Right, get that stuck in, then we're done. Right, there we go. So that's all done. And locked. That's it. That's this one done. Beautiful. The west. It's the same problem as what we've been having before. So now the handle on the inside isn't working. It works from the outside with the key, but it doesn't work from the inside. This plate was fitted last week, and it seems to be since that was fitted, this problem has occurred. But the guy that I spoke to, whose number you sent through to contact, seems to think that this has been changed as well, but I don't think it has. That looks like the same lock that I've repaired twice before. So this will be the third time this has happened now. This could be related to this going on, but it all depends. I mean, whether they've messed about with it to get this plate on to fit, I honestly don't know. But yeah, I'll take this apart and refit it all back on and get it working again, hopefully. Well, the first thing that I've noticed is these screws were loose, which definitely isn't going to help this problem, and I'll show you for why. Because on the back of this is the bit, this cam, let's try and get that off. Basically behind here, this sits in a cam. So if that's loose, then it's never gonna, if that's loose like that, it's never gonna interact with the cam behind, or with the bit behind that it needs to, which then retracts this bolt. You see that moving there, look. But behind here, behind this plate, there's a screw, like a little tiny little grub screw that holds this in position. It's a pretty bad design, to be fair. But I'll whip this plate off and then see if we can see a bit more of that. Right, so these are the tiny little grub screws that I'm talking about. So that one there holds this in here. That one there holds the cylinder in here. So obviously it's been taken out and removed for them to be able to get this plate on, because they've had to put the plate on and they've put the cylinder back in. But it's just whether or not they've touched this side. But oh yeah, that's really loose actually. Look, that's literally just popped out. So yeah, so this part here needs to hook in there, and then as you turn the handle, it moves that, which then in turn moves that, which pulls that back. So I'll get this back in and make sure it's tight. I might put a bit of Loctite on these screws. In fact, I'm not going to touch the front one because the front one's not a problem. It's working from there. But I might put a little bit of Loctite on this inside one to try and stop that from loosening off. And this is the other thing I just wanted to show you. So that tiny little grub screw literally goes into that little V groove there. It doesn't screw into anything. It just sits in that little V groove here. So, I mean, I don't know what chance you got of that just staying in there. It's ridiculous. I think it's a really bad design, if I'm honest, but that's what it is. Right, so that's the screw. I've put some Loctite on it, which is there. So hopefully that should help keep it in the right place. I'll just screw it back. Fiddly little thing. I'll put a little dab more on that. Now let's get the cylinder back in and then tighten that. Oh, there we go, so that's that cylinder back in, that's completely solid there. And now that's solid, so it should be a case of getting the handle back on, and that should all be fine. Right, so that's the handle just pushed back on. I've given it all a bit of lithium grease in there and all around there as well. And That's now working again, as you can see. Anti-slip's working. So, just got to screw the handle back on, but again I'm going to put some Loctite on these screws as well because they were a bit loose, which isn't going to help things. So I'll put a bit of Loctite on them and get this screwed back in. Right, and we're done. So I'll put loads of lithium grease in there, handle's working. Just grab a screwdriver, and these are solid now, these screws. Yeah, that's not moving. That's not moving. Loctite on them. Yeah, so it's all back together. So that should be it. Until the next time. And lastly, I thought I'd better just show you it working from the inside so you can get out there. There we go. All done. Right guys, back in the training room. Just getting it all ready for the students next week. So this is what Matt done last week. So I'm just gonna, this is all removable. So I can whip this bit of timber out and then just replace it with a new piece of timber, which is all cut there. And the same with the frame. I can just take that bit of architrave off and the bit in there as well. Behind here, I can just slide this bit out from there and then replace all of that. So it's quite easy to do. So yeah, just getting it all ready for next week's students. We've got a full week booked next week, which is fantastic. And that's it really, just gonna get that done. And then we're ready for Monday. Just a quick one. Thanks to everyone that, I mean, there wasn't many to be fair, but thanks for those that pointed out about Matt's strings on his hoodie. But yeah, that's something that I will be keeping an eye on. And I mean, to be fair, I do try and be as health and safety conscious as I can. There's gloves in that ear, and they've got goggles in there, down here in their tool bags. But yeah, a little bit of an oversight. Just saw it when it was flapping around. Do you know what? If it weren't flapping around, nobody would have said anything. But because the wind from the drill was catching it. Anyway, I'm not trying to make excuses. Yeah, so all good. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for all the support on the with the training room. You've all been lovely. And any nice comments down there as always. And if you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe guys. It all helps with the channel. And I'll see you all soon. Cheers guys.